Welcome to beautiful Javier. Today, I'm going to take you for a tour along with my beautiful little sidekick. Say hello. I'm going to take you for a beautiful little tour of the Arenal Beach. See, now we're at the far end of the Arenal. It's a beautiful walk, about a 10-minute walk from the beach resort of the Arenal. From the beach of the Arenal where all the restaurants are, which I'm going to take you to very soon. But I love this part of the Arenal because, number one, it's where I find my wife when she's sulking after an argument to clear her head, because look at those beautiful views. Or maybe my daughter's sulking. Are you sulking?
No!
Okay, so it's where I find my wife sulking, but it's also at the start of a 10-kilometer walk all the way over there, which is Javier Port. Now, I like to run, so there to Javier Port to here is about 9.5 kilometers. But this is a beautiful place if you just want to clear that head. And to me, this is the start of the Arenal. You'll also find lots of camper vans head this way to camp for the night. There's one there. And they usually take up all these spots and do their free camping, which I think is still allowed. I know some areas in Javier Port, they have actually banned free camping. But this side of town, it's still allowed. But also, plenty of places for you guys to, potentially stay. Because there's not many hotels in Javier, which is a good thing, but there's lots of apartments to rent. So we have filmed this video in January, so there is always plenty of room for most of the year to park your car until July and August hit, when it's good luck finding that parking space. But depending where you're staying, you can stay in lots of places which are walking distance to the Arenal. You can rent lots of apartments, as I said before, villas, and there is a handful of hotels in the area. Okay, there's not too many hotels because the council will not let you build a building of like 20 stories, because they want to protect it and they don't want it to be like Benidorm. But yeah, so there's plenty of parking apart from those big summer months. So get here early or look for a place close to stay. So we're at the top end of the Arenal. It's a January, as I just said, so excuse the clouds. Lots of surfers in the ocean. They actually do a lot of surfing schools here in the winter if you're living here, so have a search for them. But we have some restaurants here. One of our favourites is the Aqua restaurant, and that's one of the restaurants we came when we first moved here. Me and Thea will take you to some restaurants tomorrow. But there is a beautiful Mongo in the background. What do you think of the Arenal Beach?
I really like it, and usually I don't like some beaches, but this one is actually okay, because then you've got Tosca over there, which is the most important stone here in Javier, and I love this place.
You love this place. And look, I bring my dogs for a walk here. In the mornings. You can only bring dogs on the beach in certain times of the year. You can't bring them anywhere near the beach on the summer. But I bring my dogs here about 6 o'clock in the morning, and the amount of cleaning which is going on, the amount of tidying the beach, the amount of, smoothing the sand out. It is really a well-kept beach. You will find no rubbish here. So that's what makes it it's just a stunning place, stunning location, and somewhere to eat for everybody. Supermarkets. And yeah, it's stunning. So in Javier town itself, the Arenal is the only sandy beach, because the Port Beach is a stony beach. Now, I prefer the beaches of Granada, probably for its privacy. Remember, I live here all year round. But like I said, this is a perfect place you can be. Now it's summer, you're lying on the beach, go and enjoy a great steak at the Bar Fuego, or go and eat at the good burger restaurant which is there. Come back to the beach, enjoy the rest of your day, and have some great family fun and make some great family memories. But yeah, we're very, very close here. Great surfing waves at the moment. But normally, this time of year it's great for paddleboarding too. It's normally quite a calm ocean. But obviously some awesome surfing waves at the moment.
My favourite thing about the Arenal is that there are loads of playgrounds where your kids can play. And it depends what age they are, because there are older kid ones, and then there are younger kid ones, which I think is really good. And then your parents can go to a restaurant and they can still see you. It's really, really good.
Well, it is a windy Saturday morning on the Arenal. How are you feeling?
Cold.
cold. It is 11 degrees, so for anybody coming from England, it is probably tropical. Or anywhere else like the Netherlands, it's probably tropical this time of year. It is actually not normally like this. We do get a few days like this. It's normally January, February time. Quite a lot of the time in January you can get some good weather. We've had 21 degrees this week. The sun normally rises in the winter around about 7:45, and it normally goes to bed around about 6 p.m. So you do get an extra longer day than most countries. But let's go and get some breakfast this Saturday morning and take you around. A few of the shops are on the front of the Arenal. So we are getting a bit of breakfast in a place called Geographic. So we're trying to teach you guys the Spanish way, but Thea loves a good English breakfast at Geographic, correct?
Yes.
Oh my goodness me! But what else can we get?
I'm not English though, so that's right.
But what else can we get on here for breakfast? We get an English breakfast, but we can get an Espanol breakfast, which is what?
Which is jamón serrano, queso manchego, which is manchego cheese. Like
with a side of tomato.
Scribbled tomato.
Yep, and a baguette and a tostada. And that's about €8.50.
And a bit of tortilla.
What is the cost of an English breakfast in Geographic? I think it is €8.70.
That isn't bad.
It's good value for money. I think you get a cup of tea with it too. And orange juice. So yeah, great value for money. If you're looking for a nice seafront breakfast on the Arenal, it's in Geographic. And one thing we love about Geographic, obviously look, there's the sea view behind you. But in the winter, you can chill out by the nice fire and get warm. For us locals, where it's freezing, for you tourists, you might be taking off some layers to cool down. But for us locals, this is a great place to come in the winter and cool down. Not cool down, heat up. Geographic is also great if you want to watch your sport and keep up with all the football and all the other sport, the motor racing. Has many TVs, you can see another one in the background there. There's two behind me, and they call this the sports bar of Javier. So, pardon?
I thought that was.
What football team do you support?
Man United.
Man United. So yeah, you want to keep up with all the football while you're away. Motor racing, cricket, rugby, you name it. Geographic is your place. So we opted for. What did you go for?
I went for green tea because I'm really.
No, what breakfast did you go for?
Oh, the Spanish breakfast.
So Thea went for the Spanish breakfast, and with that you get a choice of tea, coffee, green tea, and your own orange juice. And I went for the healthy option, so I get a choice of. I went for English tea, I could have coffee, and you get an orange juice too. And I think Thea's was €7.90, and mine was €7.50. So a really good place to come and get your breakfast. As I said, the English breakfast is really good here too. So what's in your Espanol breakfast? Yeah.
So first I've got jamón serrano.
See?
I've got manchego cheese. This is tortilla, and this is
that's the tomato you tried to describe, yeah?
Tomato relleno, yes.
And there's
and this is my big piece of toast.
And here is my healthy breakfast. I don't know if it's 100% healthy, but we'll go for it. Some good fats in the cheese, some natural yogurt, some brown toast, some muesli, and a boiled egg. So here is our breakfast.
So I'm going to show you guys how to make a traditional Spanish toast. First, you get your tomato relleno, then you put it on your piece of toast. I'm just going to put a little on, and then you want to flatten it. And then you want to get your manchego cheese, which looks like pizza, and just put it on like that. And then the other piece you eat. And then you get your jamón serrano, and then you put it on. And then
show everybody your traditional Spanish cheese tostada.
And there is one last thing, which is the olive oil, which I almost forgot. Can you please pass me up?
The olive oil? Is that olive oil or vinegar?
That's sugar.
Oh, right. Oh, olive oil. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. No, try this one. This is the one you want.
That's why. So I'm gonna be drunk after.
It's actually vinegar, not wine, guys. But with a Spanish breakfast, I'm sure you could have a bit of wine. So there you are. There's your Spanish tostada, yeah?
Yep.
Ta-da! Yummy. So guys, on the Arenal front, I would say Geographic is definitely our favourite place for breakfast. If you're a local here, or you visit regularly, let us know where your favourite place for breakfast is in the comment box below. But as for me and Thea, it's definitely Geographic. So there is one of the playgrounds Thea was talking about, and as you can see, there's Geographic there, so you can just sit out there. Normally in the summer the terrace is open, so you can sit out there and watch your kids play, but it's probably not the right day for kids to play today. So let's keep going down the Arenal. We're going to a place called Aliop. And if I was going to say in English, it would be Aliop, but how do we say it in Spanish? It's Aliopa, isn't it?
Aliopa.
Aliopa.
I'm very sad now. Geographic was like nice and warm, and now it's windy and cold.
So if you see some shops in Spain and they got cows outside of them, it's a shop called Aliop, which is one of Thea's favourite shops and is very popular here on the Arenal. Yeah, don't forget to ring that bell and give the cow a stroke. Ooh. So Aliop is just one of those shops just full of stuff that you really don't need, but you know,
Really do need if you're money.
you really do need, but just gadgets to entertain the kids, pencils, pillows, diaries, massage chairs. Great for if you want some stationery. So yeah, it is just one of those shops which is just full of nothing which, you know, you desperately want, but something my wife and Thea love looking around and buying stuff from. So thank goodness we got out of Aliop alive, and not bags hanging off my arms. But as we continue our walk down the Arenal, which is only from one end to the other, it's probably about a 5-minute walk, past lots of restaurants, shops, bars. This is one of the most popular bars on the Arenal. One second, let me show you. So this is the cocktail bar, Shabadaba. Maybe I said that wrong. Anyone? Shabada. Anyone else want to correct me? I've not actually ever been in Shabada. We don't really go out at night in the Arenal due to being locals. It's normally heaving in the summer, but this is definitely one of the most popular bars with all the tourists. So I'd highly recommend they stretch along to here. So definitely check it out. But I'll tell you what, in a few weeks, me and Alexander will take you around. We'll have a night out here on the front. I'll take you around some of the bars. So get that video, that'll be in the comment box below, or it'll be up here somewhere. But yeah, this is one of the most popular cocktail bars on the Arenal. And as you can see, the size of the beach, okay, it's not huge, but it's really well maintained and looked after. Here's another one of those playgrounds. But that's basically where we started over there, guys. And this is where we're going to finish. So let's keep on walking. So for those guys staying around the Arenal, here is the Carrefour Express where you can get all your groceries. There is a Mercadona about a 10-minute walk away off the Arenal, and a Massy Mas, which is the other, that is about a 5-minute walk. But for all your little things, definitely the Carrefour Express. If you love Chinese food, one second. This is a great Chinese restaurant, Happy Javier. They do a great menu del dia. I've never eaten there myself, but I've got friends who've eaten there and they absolutely love it. So if you're loving Chinese food, a great place to go on the Arenal. What really attracted us about moving to Javier was the 3 different areas of Javier, which is the Arenal, which I would say is where most of the tourists come. You kind of beach kind of holiday. Then you have the Old Town, which is traditional Spanish, absolutely stunning. Really beautiful setting. And then we have the port, which is like a traditional fishing village, absolutely stunning, some great restaurants. And that's what really attracted us to Javier. was the 3 different areas where you can do, you're basically in 3 different places within a 5-minute drive from each other. So that's one of the big pluses about living in Javea. You can experience different things. It's not the same thing. And like Arenal would be definitely where all the party bars would be, and definitely where you get your beach body out. And then the port would be, you know, you'd find more of an older generation of the port. And then if you want a really good traditional Spanish night out, I'd highly recommend the Old Town. But yeah, so here is why we love living in Javea. And this is where you basically, if you got a car, this is where you're going to park your car for easy access to the Arenal. It's just behind the seafront. Saturday morning in January, as you can see, it's already pretty busy. So there's the space for you. So God knows what it's like in July. But yep, although there's another space. So if you're coming in July and August, get here early, get your space. There is more parking around the back, which is over there, but that is also going to go really fast in the summer. So if you're driving down here in the summer, which I don't recommend, get here early, get your parking space and get set up. So right behind me here is Cafe Austria, which I would highly recommend to get your cakes from. Absolutely delicious. I would go and take you for a tour right there right now and do a review, but I just wouldn't stop eating. But I would definitely recommend Cafe Austria, which is right behind us, for your cakes, a nice cup of tea, especially on a winter morning like today. But yeah, so definitely 100% you've got to go to Cafe Austria on the Arenal. So now as we come to the end of the Arenal, we're coming to a restaurant called La Fontana. And it is a restaurant which I have been to in the past. It is a very tapas type restaurant. Honest review, people say it's the best tapas restaurant on the Arenal. I disagree. If you want proper good Spanish tapas, I would really suggest heading to Javier Old Town, where you're going to get lots of traditional tapas bars and tapas restaurants, all the port. But if you're on the Arenal and you're not venturing that way, it's not bad. I'm not saying it's a bad place to go, but it's certainly not the best if you want to experience some Spanish tapas. But here is La Fontana, right at the end of the Arenal, and you'd probably pay for the view. But yeah, so that is, it's been a good 3 or 4 years since I last ate there, and it was good, don't get me wrong, it was good. But if you want some real tapas and really good tapas, I would highly suggest heading into the Old Town or the port. So for me personally, we have now come to the end of where I think is the end of the Arenal, and we hope you enjoyed the video. Please subscribe, like the video, let us know in the comment box below your favourite places to go on the Arenal. And one last thing, so for all those runners, where we started off, you come along, you run along the Arenal seafront, and then to complete the 10-kilometer run, you just keep on running that way, all the way to the end of the port, and run back, and you will have done a nice 10-kilometer run along the beautiful coast. Well, like I said, it's like 9.5 kilometers, but it's well worth it. It's a beautiful run. But yeah, we hope you enjoyed our video on the Arenal. What do you want to say, Thea?
Don't forget to subscribe, like, and leave a comment.
And press the little bell for all our notifications. Boom!